Good afternoon, Tim Blake. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Good, good.
Just before we come on, I'm like, you at home or you're at a customer's house? And luckily, you're with a regular customer who.
Yeah. So
Did you tell her you might be doing a podcast?
yeah, she doesn't mind. This was one of my first ever jobs, and I went self-employed on my own. And
Oh, really?
I'm back here doing the work which I done 10 years ago. So yeah. It's nice to see the transformation.
Yeah. What was the prep like before? A bit dodgy, or?
Well, I didn't have a dustless setup for a start. Yeah, it was probably retail paint as well, but it looks okay. This is one of the rooms which I done 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it still looks good.
yeah, it's booked in for the autumn.
So I must admit, some jobs I go back on over the years, like I've been painting ages, and then you're like, did you have someone else in the meantime? They're like, no, you done it last. I'm like, oh shit. Like you say, Dustin. Yeah,
If they live alone with no kids or dogs, it's a bonus, isn't it? Really?
yeah, but I think like you say, the ups give you that much better finish, you know? Um, I remember years ago, my dad said, oh, one of his mates got this place in, can't remember where it was, Norfolk. Anyway, we had to travel and the builders had been in and chucked easy fill like everywhere. And this was before dustless sort of sanding. And we got there, we travelled, we got like hotel. If it was local, I'd have just turned away. I said, it was horrific. We were all like Casper, at the end of it. It was just horrible.
I remember actually this house had wood chips from the living room
Oh my,
right up the Hallstead and landing, and I took that off.
oh,
Uh, Oil undercoated the walls. I'd sanded it by hand,
oh
and
my
it was
God.
the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
horrific.
that's the setup. It's amazing.
Yeah. So when did you start out, Tim?
So I've been a full-time self-employed decorator now since 2016.
Okay.
So 10 years this year. Been decorating now for about 14 years,
Yeah.
and I fell into it really. So I was a postman
Okay.
for 16 years.
Yeah.
When I used to finish work, say midday, people used to ask me to do various jobs,
Yeah.
uh, picture hanging, moss cutting, catching hand sort of thing.
Mm.
Someone said to me one day, "Do you do decorating?" I said, "No, not at all." And they said, "Well, could you just give it a go?" And I said, "Yeah, why not?" So it was a autumnal afternoon, and I was painting this room, and I thought, "This is nice."
Yeah.
So I thought, right, I'm going to go to college,
Okay.
and so I did, and the rest is history. I left my job of 16 years to go self-employed.
Wow. And with college, what was that like? A weekend course
Yeah,
or like
so
a?
that was a bit of a headache. So when I signed up to go to CRC in Cambridge, um, I was the only person who signed up for it. So
Wow.
they cancelled it a week before because it wasn't financially viable.
Mm.
So the next one close to me was Ipswich, which was too far. So my father-in-law lives in Cheshire, so I stayed up with him, done course up in Cheshire, wallpaper, hanging, painting. And so I'm not a qualified decorator,
Mm.
self-taught, but I also worked with some other guys when I went self-employed, some old lads.
So you went to college, but it was miles away. So is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So blimey. So what was it like, a weekend or evenings or what? What?
It was during the week. I took leave from my job and stayed up there. And there was a decorator who taught us. And he might even be listening to this. I can't remember his name, but he was at the DIY school in Stockport. And I used to talk to him at lunch breaks. And I wanted his lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I really, really enjoyed I like being alone working, and I find this quite nice.
That's
And
good.
I've made it work. Yeah, the rest is history.
I guess being a postie for years, you're out on your deliveries on your own a lot, so you're used to your own company.
Yeah, I mean, back then I was on a bike. So
Wow.
yeah, I was in a village. I was closely in the village I'm working in now.
Wow.
So I still have a lot of clients here. So yeah, I'm not. I like having my own music, my own podcasts. I like being alone and things.
Yeah, see, that's where I struggled over the years, to I did have it was probably a team of four of us for a good long time. My dad worked for us for many years, had a couple other guys as well. But then lots of spells on my own and I did sort of struggle with it. And I think that's what Brush Wizards was born out of, like a place of having somewhere to go to and have a chat and offload, before you got home, so to speak. But I know a lot of decorators do love being on their own. What do you like listening to? What's your recommendations?
Well, I'm a rocker, so I
Okay.
listen to Planet Rock, but I also love podcasts. History, anything political sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh, I also just finished a 7-week job in Cambridge where I worked with a friend of mine, James, who has his own company, and we had a really good 7 weeks. So we booked some more work in with each other this year.
That's good.
So we,
Nice.
because I have worked with guys for quite a while, but if you don't get that sweet spot right, it can be painful.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, the day can be long,
also,
can't it?
yeah, if you work alone and you've got your own name on your van and you're self-employed, your standards are my standards are high.
Mm.
So I expect anyone to work with me high as well. So when I have somebody work with me, they've got to be along on my level. And also the radio station changes.
There's no more Planet Rock.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
of
you got to compromise your music.
course, yeah.
Yeah. So have you ever took anybody on, or have you just kept it just yourself doing bits?
But yeah, I've taken a few people on over the years.
Mm. No, we won't name anyone.
No, it hasn't worked out. I had a guy with me for 3 years. He was really good, but he had a few issues at home, which he brought to work with him. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, when he went, it was like you know, someone took some bricks off my shoulders, and
Yeah.
like it now for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I quite enjoy it.
When you're in a room working together with someone, if there is a few issues or you don't quite get on, you can't escape each other, can you? It's
No, it's a close environment, isn't it?
yeah. That's good you can work on your own and you got your podcasts and your music you like. Sounds like you've got a lot of regular customers.
Yeah, yeah. I've been pretty much flat out since lockdown.
That's good.
I've been finding that people wanted a lot of work done on their houses rather than moving, and
True.
it stayed like that in my area. I think in Cambridgeshire, 'cause I think you're not too far from me, are you? You're Hemel.
Yeah, Hertfordshire, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot of heritage houses, new builds everywhere, new builds in
Yeah.
Cambridgeshire at the moment. It's
Yeah.
growing as well. So we're very lucky.
Yeah, where I live, like you, very lucky. On the doorstep,
Yeah,
it's like Harpenden, St Albans,
yeah,
Berkhamsted, Tring, all
yeah.
affluent areas, nice areas. So I mean, my van's donkey's years old, but, I've had it for like nearly 20 years, my van, and it's still,
Wow.
on still only done about 120,000. It's just all local journeys. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she just keeps going. I can't give her up,
No, the thing is, I was thinking about changing my van recently, and I'm a big fan of keeping with what you know.
Yeah,
So it's going to 10 down a bit.
that's all right. So do you specialize in any work or is it just general? Do you wallpaper? Do you spray?
Yeah. yeah. I was quite lucky. When I took up decorating, I wanted to specialise in wallpapering.
That's good.
So I've done a lot of wallpapering for myself, family, and then I started taking on wallpapering for some decorators locally. There's not many decorators do it.
No.
We've touched we've touched on this a while, haven't we?
Yes.
Because decorators don't want to touch paper at all.
Yeah.
So I sort of saw that and took it on.
Yeah.
And the last 2 years, I'm probably doing 3 jobs a year now. There's not much people going for it now,
Would you say
but I
so?
tend to work
Yeah.
with a couple of lads when we do it.
For wallpaper.
Yeah. If we're doing a full room, I'll take on a couple of lads. I've got an old boy who comes on with me. He's in his 70s. He comes and helps me because he'll round and get a laser out and he'll measure the room and go home and he'll come with a plan of action for the next day.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was more of a wing it kind of man, you know, like an element of planning, of course.
Oh, you have to, yeah.
Um,
And also I spray. I was quite lucky actually because I won a competition with Decorator about a ago
okay.
with a bow
Yeah, yeah.
drawn on the sprayer. I
Nice.
won the sprayer and I went for a day's course with the guys down at Bow in Wiltshire
Brilliant.
and it was lovely. Yeah.
With Jamie.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jamie and James. And
Yeah.
it was really good. But I have to say there's a place for spraying still. It's really difficult
Yeah.
to get it out in a room like this.
Yeah, so I was going to say, like, you know, we put this on YouTube and stuff, but for a room you're in now, you know, you could say it's a nice room. Would you bother getting it out for that particular job?
No, not at all.
Mm,
The only thing I would probably do is take the doors off and put them outside. But then
mm,
am I going to spend an hour setting up the sprayer and
mm.
then an hour putting it away for doors, which I could probably roll out in about 30 minutes,
Yeah,
sanding them. So
yeah,
it's one of them, isn't it? It's, garage doors, absolutely brilliant.
yeah,
Fences, new builds, empty houses,
yeah.
brilliant. But rooms like this, if Jamie's listening, he won't agree with that.
No, but yeah, I mean, I've spoken to a number of sprayers, and they say it's a time and a place, isn't there, for it all.
Yeah.
Are you in Spray Wizards? Are you? Did you pop in Spray Wizards? You know, I just set up last year, and a couple of the guys are running it, and yeah, there's some sprayers on there which are like such minimal overspray. It's insane.
Yeah, I can
I
imagine.
Yeah, just amazing. Um, like this guy, you know, was like cutting a ceiling with a dark blue, but then was only like say 12 inches down and spraying it with no guard and no overspray at all,
Oh, wow.
going on a white ceiling. So that kind of stuff opens my eyes, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just setting up the room like this off the crime scene, which
Yeah,
I haven't really got the patience to do, if I'm being honest. And I know a lot of people will be watching this thinking rubbish. It's horses for courses, isn't it?
what?
Because the roller and the brush is still traditional, really.
Yeah, what jobs pay well for you for spraying? What kind of jobs can you turn around
Yeah,
quickly?
garage doors.
Mm,
Yeah, a standard door last year I was charging around about £600,
yeah,
and what I would do is take 3 on a week in the
nice,
summertime,
nice.
go in, undercoat it, go back, sand it, undercoat, top coat. But I was using Bradite 1 can last year, which is
Yeah, I spoke to a guy last year. He uses Bradite 1 can for all the McDonald's drive-throughs, so like all the outside areas. And they've just got a color chart out now, haven't they?
I used that. I've done a garage door in this village 4 years ago,
Mm,
and it's still solid.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's good,
really
isn't
good.
it? I done a podcast with Bradite, and like years ago, it was used on Spitfires and God knows what else, you know. So Yeah, it's been used for years and years. Um, yeah, Ben's father set up like the company and used in various forms, and but they've sort of simplified it now. You know what the product is, but it's been years in the making in terms of technology. So it is blooming good stuff.
It's solid, absolutely solid. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've done a front door of it last year as well.
Amazing.
Yeah,
So
really good stuff.
if I was you, then I'd be known as the garage man. You know, like, I'd be knocking a few of them out every.
In the summertime, I've got pre-booked over the course of 2 weeks with
Yeah,
another job on the go as well. So you can sort of nip in with garage doors,
that's
and they're nice little money makers actually.
that's a good
Yeah.
little tip. I like
There's
hearing it.
also a guy on the decorators forums. He was going around doing front doors for people, charging £100 a door, composite doors on one estate. I can't remember his name, but he
Why is
opened
it?
my eyes to that.
But why so cheap?
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
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 I mean he's up north.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's got to be treble that, hasn't it? It's
He's
probably what is it like? What would you say a composite door you could do in half a day by the time sheet up
yeah,
and
yeah, probably. I
yeah,
mean, you're looking at the time you sanded, cleaned it, taken off the furniture. Yeah, you could one coat a day as well because the curing period.
right,
So yeah,
yeah. You want to be earning decent, don't you? I mean, you know, like for spraying, whether it's mist coating or whatever, you know, you still should be charging. You know, if I did it, I'd be charging as if I was brush and rolling it. Yeah, you
that's the
got
difference, isn't it? You have to keep that in mind when you're pricing up spray jobs and different jobs like that.
yeah,
You have to price it up as if you are rolling and brushing.
absolutely, and you get a superior finish as well.
Of course.
You were saying about before we come on about you spoke to a carpenter and how they sort of network, and you said he got a WhatsApp chat, and I said we were saying, you know, it's what I'm trying to set up with Brush Wizards in doing county WhatsApp chats where I see all the time people are either too busy or not got enough. And my goal is to really connect people for skill swapping if they don't spray or if they've got a big job on rather than employing someone, you know, using subbies here and there, or it's got to be the way forward, isn't it, of helping each other keep busy.
Yeah, I think so. I spoke to the carpet fitter. He's getting some contact with about 6 or 7 guys.
Yeah.
They have a WhatsApp group. They'll exchange tips. Everybody gets on really well. And I said to him in the decorating trade, for example, if I was to ask a question about a material, I would say it's 50-50 whether it's a negative reply or not.
Mm.
And I think that's got to stop a little bit. It's a bit snobby. I think there's too many snobs in the decorating trade.
Mm.
You know, we should be friends.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to give people tips
Yeah.
about what my products I use. So I think we should expect it back.
Yeah. I always say that in Brush Wizards, like, and, you know, touch wood, you know, we very rarely get any problems because I'm like, if you can't support your fellow decorator, you're going wrong somewhere. And, you
Yeah,
know, we got loads of moderators, which I'm grateful for, that help out and look, you know, we check every post. Every post is approved by us or declined. You know, we don't get any spam, people sharing their Facebook pages to try and get more
yeah.
work. And do you know what I mean? All these, you see groups where there's just spammed big time,
I,
you know.
so just before Christmas,
Mm.
I had a big job in a village nearby. There was a big full stairs and landing, and I was running out of time. So I put an advert on the decorators forum on Facebook,
Mm.
and I says anybody can help me out. And luckily, a guy from Letchworth came forward and helped me out. He's
Oh,
a really
good.
good lad. We've kept in contact,
Yeah.
and he's been a decorator from the age of 15, and he's a little bit older than me.
Mm.
I'm 46, so yeah, he's skilled. He's done some wallpapering as well. He got me out, you know, in
Yeah.
a tight spot. But I also got about 15 messages from people different parts of the country with you know, how do I say it? They probably weren't even decorators. I can help you out with your business. I can promote you do this. It was just a bit. So having a WhatsApp group is ideal, especially
Yeah.
for local.
Yeah, definitely. I could already see it working. It's only just started up. I already see people chatting, checking in on each other. Because the well-being side, I want people to sort of connect for socials if that's what they want to do.
Yeah,
But definitely connect for work, and I see it already happening. And
I mean, social is great because my Christmas works do is just me.
exactly.
Just going down the local on my own. It's a bit boring, isn't it?
Yeah,
And it's nice to talk, isn't it? I
it
mean,
is.
you can have a good laugh. It's even if it's not about work, you
Exactly.
know.
And inevitably you chat a little bit about, work, but for like Hertfordshire where I'm at, there's about, I don't know, 12, 15 in there already. We're looking to catch up later this month. Tickerilla are going to pop in, have a quick
Okay.
pint.
Yeah.
And that's what, we're going to get those sort of happening all over.
Yeah.
Um, with my, I run a membership, and I saw one of the reasons I saw in there people forming great friendships. And there's a Facebook group. I thought I'll set up a WhatsApp chat, just business chat. But then we set up like a banter chat, like down the pub sort of, nothing held back kind of stuff. And yeah, and just seeing some really good friendships being formed and people connecting
Yeah.
and offloading. And it's just been so nice to see. And it will take time, but just seeing that with different people in different counties is going to be brilliant. So yeah, eventually I'd love to see people connecting and getting together. That's what I'd love.
All the AI pictures up and running these days.
What's that? Yeah. Yeah.
All my clients have started downloading the AI app,
Yeah.
so they can choose what colour they want on the walls without having hundreds of testers on the wall where you have to sand it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
with a sanding machine to get all the
Oh
tests
God.
on the
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah. I've had plenty of them over the years, but it's good, isn't it? Chat GBT and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Using that where you can visualize what a room will look like.
I mean, the other day I visualised what I looked like if I was a Roman.
I often do ones with me with hair on, and see what I used to look like when I was younger. Well, you've held on to it a lot, so I reckon you'll be all right, man. But no, I mean, it's good. It's good, like the networking and, like you say, supporting each other, helping each other out. I mean, Christ, if you can't do that for your fellow painter, there's something going wrong, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. And in this area, it's quite saturated with decorators, but
Is it?
there is a lot of work here, a lot of work, especially exterior work, which I'm trying to calm down on a little bit.
So yeah,
I
same.
think most, heights and stuff. But I've got a 5-year-old daughter now, and
Mm,
I remember probably 10 years ago going up, a triple ladder
yeah,
on the first, they're on the last rung.
yeah, bad, isn't it?
Now it must have been scaffolding. I'm not interested.
I used to
Yeah.
have a guy help me out, and I look back in hindsight and you think, Christ, if he'd have fell, I'd have been sued big time. But we'd use a scaffold tower, and then we'd put steps on ladders on top of it, and you're like, my God. Thankfully, nothing happened. I did have one guy work for me, and I don't mind a tower, but he used to shit himself at any sort of height. So I'd get him going up there, he'd be shaking. I'd be like filming him and laughing and stuff. But yeah, I kept customers happy for a good number of years, regulars, by keep doing their outsides. And then one year I was just like, I just can't be bothered anymore. I don't want to do it. And a few of them got quite upset. And I'm like, well, you're not really looking out for me. It's just a selfish thing, and I don't want
100%.
to do them anymore. Simple as that.
I done a job a few years ago where two apexes, and the client said to me, "How are you getting stopped?" I said, "Well, I'm going to get two step-on towers."
Yeah.
I said to be about £600. She said, "Well, we're not paying for that." So I said, "I'll do it on a ladder," and I was up the ladder, and I was looking at the ground, thinking, "If I fall,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
I'm probably dead."
Yeah.
And that was the last time I done it. So yeah, 3 years ago now, I will not go up. if it has to be scaffold. In fact, I rent. I priced a job up 3 weeks ago for scaffolding. It's £4,000.
Wow.
So
But
they've declined it.
yeah, which is, but you can't put a price on your health,
No,
can you?
no, not at
Um,
all. And they said that the decorator is going to come in. Doesn't need as much scaffolding as me. Good luck to him.
but also, I know it's a lot of money, but you can't do a decent job off a ladder. You just
No,
can't do
you
as
can't. You
good a
can't
job.
get reaching,
Yeah,
stretching.
yeah.
You can't get a good finish.
I remember years ago, I've told this story before, but we were on this massive, like, Georgian windows. Last day, there was four of us. We were like, right, we get it all glossed up, oil, Dulux oil. There was no forecast of rain. We were packing up, heavens opened. That was it. Pretty much every window was ruined.
Yeah,
And I was just like, oh man, I can't do this anymore.
yeah. No,
It's just sickening.
I don't. I mean, I have taken on two exteriors this summer,
Hmm.
but I pick and choose, and I mainly use water-based paints now.
Yeah.
So I've been using Albany Master Deck outside now for
Okay.
2 years,
Yeah.
and that's good stuff. And I've also used Isomat,
Yeah.
which is really good stuff.
Yeah. What's your go-to for interior wise, paint wise? What do you like to use?
So yeah, on the ceilings, I use either Decorator AR2
Hmm.
or Techno Ceiling.
Yeah.
Really good paints. Never let me down at all. Good ceilings. They never flash unless there's a bad price. And then on the walls, I'll go with Johnson's Durable,
Okay.
which I've been using here, although it was a three-coat system.
Yeah.
Crown Extreme Clean, or Octavia 5. Is it 5?
Yeah.
So they're my three. Oh, and Dulux Heritage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice box, like velvet.
I do like Heritage. It's lovely. Have you heard of I just done a podcast earlier with Mylands paints. Have you heard of Mylands?
Yeah, I've done a few jobs with Mylands. I've
Have
got some
you?
customers at this village here where I'm working.
Ah,
Gives you the
interesting.
idea of it's got a clientele here.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe they're based in Ludlow. Is that right?
In London.
Is it London? Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. I bought. Yeah, I've used them a few times.
Yeah.
Lovely. It's a bit like Little Green. They're like top of the sort of designer paints.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you use like
Yeah.
the marble matte?
If I'm being honest, I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a few brush wizards onto it now, and like they just say it's just unbelievable. And one guy is quite keen into his figures and that. He's put it on a spreadsheet. He's looked at coverage, opacity, and he's worked it out. And he's like, yes, it's more expensive, but it's not far off in terms of how far it goes. It's very competitive, but people don't see that. They see the price of a tin and be like, Johnston's cheaper or whatever it may be, but
Yeah.
it may need an additional coat, or not saying Johnston specifically, but yeah, he's a convert big time. He just loves it.
Yeah. There's some of my clients who buy that paint for me, mainly a Little Green, Mylands.
Yeah.
Is it Thomas Bulber? Is it?
No, I haven't heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I didn't like that pen. It was a bit too chalky for my liking.
Yeah.
And Farron Bull. I've just done a All Stairs and Landing in Cambridge.
Yeah.
We were there for 7 weeks.
Wow.
It was all the stairs they wanted runners.
Yeah.
So I had to take all the paint off to bare wood. And they wanted white walls. And they chose Farron Bull Dead Matte White,
Yeah.
all white.
Good.
And it was £500.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Would you spend £500?
Well, dead flat is it? A dead flat is it's a great product.
It is a good product, yeah.
Um, and it's yeah, I don't know, but if like you said, a type of clientele you know, the colours Farrow produce are quite unique. They got a unique finish to them, and if you've spent that sort of time on labour, they've got obviously money to spend it. You know, it all depends, doesn't it? It depends on client to client, but they're all good. I mean, they've all got a. The trouble is now, before people would go to paint shows and learn about products. Now it's on all the forums, so they've got to be decent stuff. Because if they're not, they soon get found out, you know, because everyone talks about it. Uh, so I think they have to sort of. I think that's what Farrow have raised their game in the sense of producing, which is more suitable for us to use.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I do find that with Baron Ball that they've concentrated on the client rather than the decorators over the years.
yeah,
I think I actually done some work for them with a friend of mine in Cambridge, and they had other consultants come out.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
on good money.
But like even yeah, they are like some of their paints. They admit is that they're not as durable. You know, they got the chalky finish and mark easily. But it's like when it's their best seller, it's like, you know, they openly admit, you know, like they brought out the new products which are more durable and wipeable and all the rest of it. But people just love these certain tones and colours. So
Yeah.
you know, they
Well, I've just done a full pairs and landing in Johnson's durable matte, colour matched in Purbeck stain,
yeah,
and there's not much difference,
mm,
but obviously you can tell that it's got a slight sheen to it, where
yeah,
the Bramble would have been chalky finish.
that's right. Yeah,
I think more the clients who I work for who use Bramble have sort of heritage houses, you know, mansions, that sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. So you're in a good area. Um, what advice would you have given your younger self starting out? Or it seems like to me you've had a pretty smooth ride with it all and figured it all out, and from the get go,
Yeah.
sort of specialised in papering. And is there any tips you would give your younger self or for other people starting out?
Yeah, I mean, I worked with some blokes who've been in the trade for a long time,
Mm,
and it really helped me. And even though I was taught how to roll, the simple things that they would show me how to work and go from right to left rather than left to right. So don't be scared of taking on advice,
mm.
because I was a very proud guy when I started. I didn't go away. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even now, even I've changed as a person. But, you know, so someone gives me advice, I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's
Mm,
a really good way. I mean, I was never that everybody now tapes the woodwork. They do the woodwork, then they tape it up, and I was
mm.
like, "What are going to do that? That's
Yeah.
bullshit. That's like that's so DIY.
Yeah.
I've done it here.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for, especially with dark colours. You get a
Yeah.
great finish.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
when I started Brush Wizards, like I'd post my work up, you know, more of what I used to do. So I had a whole stairs and landing, done all the woodwork, taped it up. I've always worked like it. Um, and then the comments are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like,
yeah,
What? How do you do it then?" And they're like,
yeah,
"No, no, no. You know, it's like undercoat, get your walls done, then top coat,
yeah.
your woodwork."
Then cut it.
And I'm like,
But
hold on a minute. If you've got like a dark blue or any colour for that matter, if you've done the undercoat, you roll the wall out, there's going to be the odd splash, right? Plus, if you've got a dark colour and then that dark colour's going on your white undercoat, one top coat ain't going to cover that blue one. Plus, you've got to rub all your woodwork down again. And I
yeah,
could just never get my head around it. And I do understand like the skill and the logic behind it to a degree, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I've never ever worked like it. I've ceilings, woodwork done, mask up walls.
yeah.
For
I mean,
years, for decades, I've done it.
this is what I was saying earlier on. What we're touching on is other decorators will hear this conversation and they'll slate us, but it
Yeah,
works,
yeah,
and it works for us.
yeah,
I'm good at, you know, I should be good at cutting in. We all are.
yeah,
Let's face it, we all are. Anyone who's listening to this should be good at cutting in.
yeah.
We cut a line in with the ceiling, fine,
Yes, yeah,
and I can do it with the skirting board, fine.
Yeah.
But like you say, to get that crisp finish with the materials what have come out now, the
Yeah.
tapes what have come out now, they're over the past 3 or 4 years have done that.
Yeah. Definitely.
So why not use it? The
Yeah.
tools are there to be used. It's a bit like people say, "Oh, you use into guard, you use into this, you use into that." Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's there to be used. You know,
Yeah.
do you see farmers in the fields ploughing the fields by hand with a horse? No, they've got tractors.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So the tools are there to be used.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I couldn't believe like the reaction. It wasn't any nastiness. It was just like, I'm shocked. And then I got known as like a tape tart, you know, and then
Like,
I've got that on, I've got
you
that on
just
some of
slobber it.
my t-shirts. I've got like hashtag tape tart, you know. So,
We should all be friends.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah.
is. And I taped up, and he came out and said, "Bloody hell, you've got an amazing line there, mate." And I was like, "Yeah, I've taped up."
Yeah,
He goes, "Can't you cut in?" And I said, "Like that."
yeah. It's an interesting topic, isn't it? There will be a total
Well,
split.
what I do when I put the tape on, I don't use a brush. I have a 2 inch, 4 inch, too fussy bloke.
Yeah,
I just cut him everywhere with that
yeah.
top with a brush.
So you just roll on onto the tape.
Yeah.
Do you say it's a dark blue or a dark color? Get the woodwork done, tape it. Do you go straight on with a blue, or do you seal it with like your woodwork paint?
Seal it.
Yeah.
And I bumped into Joanna area with the tape.
Okay.
A small bit bleeding.
Yes.
If you've got a slight period house,
Yeah.
you will get slight bleed, but you can just, you know, cut it up.
Yeah. I find.
So,
Yeah, it does help, doesn't it? And
yeah,
if it's a light color, you can get away with it.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. What brushes and rollers do you like using?
Yeah, so I use 2 brushes. I like the Arrowworthy Classics
Yeah.
thing with 2 inches.
Yeah.
Um, Paint Warrior one's good.
Yeah.
And I also use begins with N.
Monarch?
Mono.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good brushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. Use them for the woodwork. Most of the woodwork I roll, if it's water-based, I don't really see the point in laying it off, if I'm being honest.
There
Unless again,
isn't.
if it's a good spot to.
Yeah. The only paint, well, yeah, when I do my hand painted kitchens, the Farrow Ball modern eggshell, if that's laid off, does produce a nicer finish than a roller finish. Yeah, you get a nicer sheen to it. That's what I found. But equally on large panels, it's very difficult to lay off and keep a wet edge.
Do you use paint conditioner?
I don't, to be honest with you. Probably should. I've
Yeah, I just
always,
wondered because on Farrow Ball tins it says don't use paint conditioner.
yeah, I've always got on okay with it, you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
But no, it's interesting. I love hearing how different people work, and I think I'm going to buy a sprayer and do some garages. I reckon.
Well, definitely, yeah. Yeah, go and see Jamie.
Yeah, yeah. I spoke to
He'll give
Jamie.
you,
I spoke to Jamie actually a few weeks back. We said about just collaborating a little bit and
yeah.
promoting each other, and
They do a really, really, really good training course there. Really,
yeah, yeah, it's
uh,
good. They do look after people, and that's why I think they've created like their own paint range and own machines and stuff, so they can do the whole sort of service.
specialise in UPVC painting as well. there's a bit of a grey area with that at the moment in the decorating world. A lot of people say it doesn't really last.
Mm,
And Jamie was saying that the paint they've made there becomes part of the plastic.
interesting.
So, let's get along that lot.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, Tim, how long we've been on? 40 minutes, and I bet your client's wondering what the bloody hell you're doing. Yeah, but listen,
Yeah, I'm actually ahead, so it's not too bad.
that's good. It's really great you come on, Tim. I really do appreciate it.
Really enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just good to see someone that's passionate about their job. You can tell you love it. It's
It's a
great.
great job.
Yeah, you can
It
earn some
really is.
brilliant money doing it
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. But
Yeah,
if you hit a sweet spot in the area where you are, don't sell yourself short.
absolutely.
Never sell yourself short. That was another bit of advice I should give myself. But when I first started, I found some invoices.
You look, you're like, how on earth did I manage? But then
Yeah,
you probably come from, being a postie, and I don't know, you could do okay being a postman, but you have a certain money mindset, don't you? Which you sort of
yeah,
bring into whatever world you're in. So it's even like years ago with quotes, I do like quote a whole house, and I'm like, well, that's a bit steep. Do I knock a bit of money off? And, you know, you look back at your mistakes over the years, we are, well, no, that's the actual cost of it. And
yeah. I mean, when my last weekly wage when I was a postie was £360 a week take home. You can imagine now it's gone up.
yeah,
Um, but like I say, you just can't sell yourself short in this job
no,
because people will take advantage,
absolutely. But
whether
also,
that's trade.
yeah, but also, thank God you did get into it because now
Yeah,
with the cost of living, you would struggle to survive, wouldn't you?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they earn now.
No,
Going
but
back 10, 12 years ago now,
yeah,
but this job has been good to me, and I love it, and it's something I'll do till I retire.
brilliant. That's
You
really
know,
lovely to hear, Tim. And
even if I'm running my own business
yeah,
as employing people, we'll see.
yeah, it's getting the right bloody people, isn't it? But no, lovely to talk, mate, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Keep up the good work.
Cheers, fella. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.